Hello, everybody. So this is my disguise. Just kidding. I know that there's going to be a lot of families out there with their kids tonight doing the trick-or-treat thing, and I just want to remind you to be safe. But it made me actually think about Superman, who is like one of my favorite superheroes, and how they thought that glasses would actually disguise him. And I wonder how many of us as Christians are in disguise. Do people know that we're Christians? The Bible tells us that they'll know you are my disciples by the way you love each other. How do we love each other? Do we love each other unconditionally? Or do we love each other just enough? Those New Testament Christians, they sold their things to help each other pay their debts and to pay for their bills and to get to see doctors, and just they really helped each other, genuinely helped each other. I remember being in a life group that I had a tooth that was needed a root canal, and it was going to be $500. Or maybe it was a cat. It was a cat. This one was a cat. And I just didn't have it as a single mom. Just didn't have it. And I was in a lot of pain. And God had laid on the heart of one of the women there to write a check and give me the $500. So she kept putting it off and couldn't, eventually she surrendered to what the Lord wanted her to do. And she wrote me a check. And then she told me that, she had struggled because giving and helping people was not something she was used to. And we have to keep doing it until it becomes like a habit to us. It becomes a part of us. My kids, like I said that one time, I told them we're at Pizza Hut and that guy was dumpster diving. And we walked out and my son saw him and he just knew, Mom, no. And I said, come on, take the pizza to him. And we went inside and we got him a drink or got him some water or something. And then we reordered another pizza. I've given clothes. I've given money, it's just part of who the Lord made me to be. Because in my heart, I think, what if that was me? What if it was my daughter? What if it was my son? What if it was someone I loved who was in trouble and needed help? I would pray that there would be someone who was kind enough to be generous, be willing to help. I've picked people up and driven them places. And I'm not saying me. I'm just saying that the Lord has given me this heart, and he says, hey, you got to go do blah, 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 blah. And there are times I miss the mark. And there are times I'm like, oh, I just really, in my head, I'm like, I don't got time for this. But we always have time to be kind. God reminds me of that, to share the love of Christ with people. So tonight, when there's 50 million people crawling all over your neighborhood, be generous. Be loving, be kind. Have patience. Show them the love of Christ. Genuinely be the hands and feet of God today. I love you all so very much. I ask that you would be careful tonight because there are going to be little kids everywhere. Drive a little slower. Pay a little more close attention. The world has been so crazy that the thought of children having some kind of joy, even if it's for a few minutes, a few hours, it really touches my heart. And I know that it's not a religious holiday. It's All Hallows Eve. It's Samhain. It's probably not very good. But for a moment, those kids are going to forget that the world is in a big pile of mess. And they're going to wear costumes and be silly and laugh. Maybe some kids are going to get candy who've never had candy before, or haven't had candy in a long time. Be gracious, because it's not our place to judge. Our place is to love, and we'll leave all the rest of it to God. Show love tonight. Show love every day for the rest of your life. I love you. And remember, there's this verse, I'm going to have to look it up. It says that to be kind and be forgiving, because you never know when you're going to need forgiveness. You never know when you're going to need God's grace. And that's not why you do it, but you know what goes around comes around. Our world works in a certain way. God works in a certain way. I love you all so very much. Remember to lend hope to someone today. Be kind. Share the love of Christ where you can. And tonight when you lay down, I pray that you sleep sweet. I have been having horrible night terrors. And so I'm just going to be praying for peace for everyone tonight, that they sleep deeply, they feel safe in God's love and protection, and that they go to bed and they wake up in peace and they feel rested when they get up. I love you very much. I'm so glad you're part of this family. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of this. And I will talk to you later. I love you. Have fun with your families tonight.